Hey y'all, how are you doing today? It's been a while, but we are here again, and it's very hot. It's about 96 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's blazing hot right now. So some of the reasons I like to do my videos from inside the car is because of the cool and the air condition. Quick one. Today I want to talk about the positive power of frustration. Can you imagine what would happen if just life was all positive? Well, it would be so boring. But what if we decide to move the most frustrating moments in life and make them positive? That's what I want to look about today. I want to look at today. That would be the positive power of frustration. Amazingly, yesterday while I was at work, one of the robots that I do run had a problem, and my assistant was trying to fix it. And he fed a strap, and he fed it too far in, and he had to start the whole process again. So there was a pair of scissors that we were using to cut a strap. He got the pair of scissors and he hit it on the control panel of the robot. I looked at him and I smiled. I said, "What's the problem?" And he said, "These robots can be frustrating." I said, "I know, but they're machines. They're not going to hear you. They're not going to feel you. Just come down, take a moment, and let's do it again." Because it takes a while to do what he did, and you have to redo the entire process again. But this time I had to write these down just so I can get everything in perspective. So I'm just looking at the pains that we feel in life, the disappointment that we have in life, the heartbreaks that we have in life. All these are painful forms of frustration. How many times in a day do you come across one of these? Several times. So how many times in a day do you convert your frustration into something good, into something great, into something that can benefit you in return? A while back, we spoke about anger, and we said, what if every time you're angry, you went to the gym and worked out? Then tomorrow somebody asks you, say, "Man, you have abs." You're like, "Yep, I was angry." Something good, something great came out of your anger. But today we are looking at the positive power of frustration. So I have a question. What if the frustration that's in your life is for a positive reason? What if it's not there to frustrate you? What if it's there to push you in a different direction? What if it's there to push you and move you forward? Sometimes the frustration in your life is a setback. It's like a slingshot. Some people call it a catapult. Sometimes you have to pull it back first before you let it go and propel forward. What if the frustration in your life is the catapult for you? Or it is the slingshot for you? Pull you back before it can propel you forward at hundreds of miles per hour. What if the frustration in your life is for a positive reason? Have you thought about it? It's like, why am I frustrated? What's going on? What's happening in my life right now? Thought about it? Your landlord is on your neck. He's trying to get you out of the house. He's increasing the rent each and every day. What if your landlord is trying to get you out of that house so that you can think about owning your own house? It's not easy to own a house. Don't think I don't get it. I do get it. It's difficult to own a house. It's expensive to construct a house. But what if he is pushing you out of that house in that moment so you can go and get your own home? The moment you leave that house, you're going to be frustrated so much, you're probably going to meet a land broker and ask him, "How much does a plot of land cost in this place? How much does it cost?" And then you're going to go to an engineer and say, "Hey, in future when I get money, I want my house to look like this. Can you draw me a plan of a house that looks like this?" You have made the first steps toward owning your own home and owning your own house because of frustration. The positive power of frustration is what we are talking about today. Have you thought about that? What if your boss fired you just so you can open up your own company? He fired you. You get so frustrated and so exhausted for working for people. I am tired of working for people. I'm tired of being employed. How about I own my own? It is small, but it's mine. The positive power of frustration, pushing you in the right direction, frustrating you so that you can change your ideas, so that you can change your thinking into something better. What if every time you were frustrated, it was for the right reasons? Ever thought about that? Well, what if someone in your life fell ill of a disease that nobody else has, or a few people do have, just so you can do research about it and help those who are not able to? Special circumstances happen to you in life because there is a reason. There is always a positive and the negative reason. It's human understanding that we obviously choose the negative and the painful because that is what we choose to feel most. But what if we can make a choice and actually just look at the positive things in life? For everything that happens to you, how about you just look back and say, what good has come out of this situation? And how can I make the best out of it? Painful or not? Frustrating or not? Life will not always be a bed of roses. That's why the road to your village is not straight. You've got turns and curves. You've got T-junctions. You've got hills and valleys. You're going home, right? It's a happy moment. You're going to meet family. But the road is not straight. And that's what life is. But even if that road is not straight, you're facing a hill, a valley, a turn, a T-junction, just so you can go home and see your mother or see your brothers or see somebody. The road is frustrating you for a positive reason at the end of the road. Because when you get home, you're not even going to remember that, oh my God, I had a frustration over there. Never take a frustration for granted. Sometimes it is the turning point that you are looking for in life. Sometimes it's just the little push that you are looking for to go and be greater. It is the little push that you are going on to move and be better. I want to read for you a few scriptures here, and we can dwell into it just in a few minutes and I will be done. Proverbs chapter 16 verse 1. It says, we may make our plans, but God has the last word. Woo! That's amazing right there. No matter what you think, God has the last say towards your plans. So as you are getting frustrated, He is planning something greater, something you did not see, because He has the last plan. Proverbs 16 verse 3 says, ask the Lord to bless your plans and you will be successful in carrying them out. So question, what if you are frustrated because you did not involve God in your plans in the first place? You decided to put you first and put Him second. Ooh, that's bad. Because you're going to get frustrated, and by the time you come around to change positions, it's not going to work like that. Just imagine it like a trailer, okay? You want to put the heavier container on the first trailer so that you're able to control the weight of the trailer. Then you put the lighter one at the back. So what happens if by mistake you put the lighter one at the back and the heavier one at the front? You reach along the way and realize, oh my God, my weight is not balanced. What am I supposed to do? You don't have a crane to move the trailers around. So either you're going to have to turn around, go back and do this, or you're going to have to bring a crane or a truck, whatever they use to move that stuff, to turn it around. That's going to cost you more money. It's going to cost you more time. It's probably going to give you some losses. The whole point here is involve God in your plans from the beginning. Because Proverbs 16:1 once again says, He may make our plans, but God has the last words. No matter what your plans are, God has the last word. Two more scriptures to go. Proverbs 16 verse 9. You may make your plans, but God directs your actions. It doesn't matter what it is you plan to do. He guides your actions. Proverbs 19:21. People may plan all kinds of things, but the Lord's will is going to be done anyways. So, after reading these three scriptures, you realize that the first thing you're supposed to do is involve God in your plan. That's number one, because that clearly says it in Proverbs 16:3. Proverbs 16:1 says, whatever plan you make, we may make our plans, but God has the last say. Okay? Proverbs 16:9, you may make your plans, but God directs your actions. And Proverbs 19:21, people may plan all kinds of things, but the Lord's will is going to be done. The positive power of frustration. Always learn to rest your frustration in the right place. Your landlord threw you out because you're supposed to start the next process into owning your own home, buying your own land, or getting your own plan. I tell you, you see, for every time you need something done, you have to be on the move. You have to be on the move. God is not going to come and find you seated and try to help you because you were sitting down. You have to be on the move for God to be able to help you. You have to be on the move. I know God is a great God. He might come and find you, but you have to be on the move. When the landlord chased you out and you just got frustrated and went and asked the broker how much a plot of land costs, that's a good move right there. You'll be surprised what he might tell you. Be like, okay, I have this plot of land. Hey, you can pay me on a monthly basis. Boom, you have your plot of land. Because you're frustrated, you went and asked the construction engineer, draw me a plan. I want my house to look like this in the future. Just because you're frustrated, he's going to draw you something amazing and beautiful and affordable. You'll be surprised how that works out. Your brother, your sister, your mother, somebody fell ill of a disease that you've never had before because a few people in the world have it, just so you can do research and help those who have it but cannot help themselves. The positive power of frustration. Always remember that in life, whatever you do has a power to change you. Everything that happens in your life has a positive and a negative side. Don't always look at the negative side, because the positive side that you're not looking at could be the moment that changes your life. It could also be the moment that changes somebody else's life, somebody around you. Maybe you're frustrated not because you can change, but because somebody around you can change. Now, go through your frustration carefully. Walk through it successfully and carefully. When you walk out on the other side, you will be victorious. Hey, thank you so much for watching. You have a wonderful day.